What's up guys, GoodeZilla back again. Today I thought I'd do a video where basically I just go over my car and everything I've done to it since getting it, the starting of my YouTube channel. And then also have an announcement that I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so stay tuned. Guys, so some of you might know from my Instagram post and my Facebook post, but I partnered up with a local company called Red Dot Laser Engraving here in Fredericksburg and made a special GTR lighter. This is available at his website for a limited time, so if you want to support me and him and his business, he's veteran owned and makes all the stuff in-house. So link will be in the description below for these. Pick them up before they aren't available anymore. Alright guys, so like I said, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and it's actually on this video. So all you have to do to enter is like the video and leave a comment down below and make sure you're subscribed. But this right here, I don't know if you can see it, this is the SuperTech Racing R35 slash R34 ignition coil harness. So this is what you would use if you were to get igniterless coil setup on your car, aka R35 coils, or if you got the split fire coils from a R34, this harness would work too. I'm pretty sure anyway. But SuperTech sent me their newest iteration. You can see that in a couple videos back. So this is the one that was kind of like a prototype, I guess, and I was sent to test out, and it worked great. It's just a little different design now, so if you're interested in those differences, you can check out that video. But anyway, this is going to be the giveaway. So and if you don't have an R32 or a GTR or something with an RB in it, we can figure something else out. I have a couple of little items that I can give away. You can get a shirt, GoodeZilla.com/shirts, or some stickers, or I think I have some other stuff in there, like a GTR badge, and maybe like a what do they call, like a little matchbox car. But anyway, on with the video. So I'm going to start here with the interior, and yeah, I've got all my stuff written down so I don't try to forget anything. So starting it off, I guess we got my Momo steering wheel here. I don't remember exactly what model it is, but it's leather, 3-spoke design, deep dish. Also, everything that I mention I will put in the description below as like a list, and I'll have links to it if I can find them, to everything. So this will kind of be like a video that you can just keep coming back to if you ever want to find a part that I've used that I've mentioned in this video. So anyway, so I got the Momo steering wheel, and then I've got the NRG quick release in the Neo Chrome color, and then the NRG short hub. I guess why that's off. I've also got the Vertex turn signal extender, because this is a deep dish wheel, and when you put your hand on it, it's hard to reach all the way over here. See, my hand is fully extended, or you could just use this. Pretty cool. Sometimes it's not very functional, but it looks cool anyway. All right, next we've got the Nismo gauge cluster here. That came with the car from Japan. The previous owner installed it, as well as the N1 Nismo body stuff on the exterior, which we'll get to. And then my triple gauge pod in carbon. It's a SRI triple gauge pod from Just Jap. I had to contact them directly to get to ship to the US, but it's doable. And I've got Spec Pro boost and vacuum gauge and Spec Pro oil pressure gauge. And I've got the Haltech multifunction gauge. It's hard to see with, at least when I'm looking at it through my phone here, it's flashing because LEDs, but anyway. Then I've got a Clarion Bluetooth head unit, just, you know, in case I want to listen to something other than the exhaust. And then I've got, you can't see them, but Rockford Fosgate speakers in the doors and in the back panel there. I've also got this convex mirror. It's pretty cool. I like it. You can see all around you instead of just the little stock mirror. And then I think last, but you know, I'm probably forgetting something, is I have a Steeda shift knob. That's right, Steeda, like Mustang stuff. I had one of these on my Cobra and I just really liked it. It's solid because it's metal, but then it has the rubber grip around it, so I like that. So I guess that's it for the interior. Let's move to the exterior. Starting on the exterior, I guess we'll start from the front here. So we've got the Rocket Z AB Flug style front diffuser there. And we've got the Motive DVD or Motive Media Headlight Duct. Then this one is in just fiberglass, and I painted it a carbon color, just kind of go with the carbon fiber stuff here. Obviously it's not carbon, but I didn't want to try to match my my paint here. I don't know if you can see the sparkles or not, but that's, as far as I know, factory paint from Japan. It was a one owner car in Japan, so he took good care of it, so I got lucky. Over here I did a retrofit on my headlight. It's a Morimoto Mini DS2 5.0 projector bulb or projector lens with DS2 bulbs, and I used a custom brackets and design retrofit C bracket. See? Right there. I got all this stuff written down, so sorry if it's kind of monotone. So I've got the carbon fiber intercooler surround. Then I've got the Kansai Services tow hook there. Alright, moving to the side here, we've got Enki RS05 RR 18 by 10.5 plus 15 wheels. And I did not wash my car before doing this video, so there is a lot of brake dust, so I don't mind that. And I've got the 350Z Brembo budget upgrade brakes there. All the powder coating, the green there is done by Advanced Coating Solutions in Fredericksburg, Virginia. So then I've got the N1 side skirts and N1 front ducts here, and then the little hood spoiler that all came with the car from Japan, and then the N1 rear splats. We've also got C-Bond carbon fiber trunk, and this is a carbon fiber stock spoiler from eBay, and then this is a Fujimura style gurney flap, all in carbon. And then I have my stickers that I have made custom, and then boosted decals, made my overpowered decal there. Have the factory Nissan dealership sticker on there still. I'm pretty sure it says Prince Nissan Kanagawa. So that's where it was from originally. And I think that's pretty much it for its exterior. Got Bridgestone Potenza RE760 Sport 265 by 35 tires, and that's about it. My stickers. This is the oil slick / hologram sticker. GoodeZilla.com/stickers. Alright, so the suspension on the car is a Fortune Auto 500 series coilover, and they're adjustable on all four corners. The brakes, like I said, are 350Z Brembos, and I use Hawk HPS brake pads. So I guess let's get to the power maker, and let me get to my page here. Alright, so guess we'll talk about the actual engine build first. I get a lot of messages asking if I have like a build list or something, and I guess I kind of do now. But like I said, I'll have links in the description with all the parts that I've used. Alright, so to start it off, the engine was built at AR Fab in Winchester, Virginia. I got all the machine work done and the head work done there. They assembled the short block for me, and it's got ARP head studs, it's got an ARP crank bolt, ARP flywheel bolts, Tomay metal head gasket, 1.2 millimeters. Alright guys, you'll have to pardon the background noise. It's, you know, a Saturday. People are mowing their grass and doing stuff. So anyway, let's get back to it. So I've got CP pistons. They are 86.5 millimeters and 8.5 to 1 compression. I have a bigger wrist pin upgrade as well. Manly Turbo Tough I-beam rods, ACL race rod bearings and main bearings. The valve seals are SuperTech. I had SuperTech valve guides installed, the bronze valve guides. The cams are HKS Step 1 272 cams, along with HKS adjustable cam gears. The shims for the cams are a combination of just Nissan factory shims and shims that I had made to certain sizes from Precision shims in Australia. They had a pretty good turnaround time, faster than Nissan, so I went with them, no problems. I have a Tomay cam cap stud kit, so instead of bolts that go into hold the cam down, it's studs. You can see that in a previous video of right before I take this thing to the machine shop. I have a Tomay oil pan baffle kit, Tomay oil restrictor in the block, which is actually not true. I have one that came with it, but the machine shop made a custom one for me, just because it was part of what they do normally. So he made it to the size that Tomay recommends. I have a SuperTech Racing spline drive on a can't see it, but an N1 oil pump. I have a fluid damper harmonic balancer down there. I have a Gates Racing timing belt. I have a Platinum Racing Products timing and trigger kit ready to put on it. It's not on there yet, obviously, because that's a stock one. And then transmission wise, everything's pretty much stock. It has a OS Giken Twin Plate clutch and flywheel. So pretty much it, I think, for as far as engine drivetrain build goes. So to add on top of that, you know, we've got other bolt-on stuff, obviously turbo. So let me switch over to here. So starting with the turbo, we've got a Precision 6266 Gen 2 ball bearing turbo with a 84 AR rear housing. And then I've got a Turbo Smart ProGate 50 millimeter wastegate, external wastegate, and both have a custom downpipe that I had modified and welded to fit the new 6-boost T4 twin scroll manifold, and then a screamer pipe coming off of the wastegate. Also have a Race Art bracket to hold my boost solenoid. Green filters, air filter. It's a 9-inch by 4-inch inlet. I don't remember who makes the turbo blanket, but it matches my titanium heat wrap. Also have a Koyo radiator, 53 millimeter radiator, some Samco radiator hoses. This is a Right Drive Parts radiator cooling panel. I have the SuperTech Racing R35 coil bracket kit and their newest ignition coil harness, as well as obviously the R35 coils. I have custom intercooler piping I made just using a 3-inch universal kit to a Treadstone TR 1235 intercooler core. Well, it has end tanks too, so I guess it's not just a core. And then you can see me build that and install it in the single turbo upgrade series that I made. I have down here, it's a air intake temperature sensor, SuperTech's fast response IAT sensor. And then going to the intake manifold. It's made by BKC. It's pretty much the same thing as like a Zero Fab or a GoodeZilla, Otaku Garage, those kinds of manifolds. Haven't had any issues with mine. 90 millimeter throttle body here. I have Tomay metal intake manifold gasket and exhaust manifold gaskets. A little Nismo sock. I have a baffled catch can here with -10 AN lines coming off of the valve cover there, with fittings that are just press in. And I have a CWC alternator conversion bracket right there, as well as the Platinum Racing Products, it's hard to see because it's black, Platinum Racing Products alternator bracket with a GM LS alternator right there. So I've also got the wideband sensor there that goes to the Haltech, which you can't see. It's down there behind that panel, but I've got the USB cable plugged into it to go to a laptop. But it's got a Haltech auxiliary harness on it to plug in all sorts of different sensors. Like I have a fuel pressure sensor and a flex fuel sensor. So then I have like I said, the wideband. It's a CAN wideband, so it uses the CAN bus. And then I also have the multi-gauge up here that also uses the CAN bus. So I had to get a CAN bus hub to be able to use more than one CAN input. So that's pretty much it as far as like the miscellaneous performance mods. I guess next we'll go to the fuel system. Alright, here we are in my trunk. This is literally the 5th time I've tried to make this clip. Loud noises keep happening. Just gonna do it anyway. So I have a surge tank set up here. It's just a, universal surge tank, eBay style. Had some fittings welded in to adapt for -8 fittings. I use Bosch 044 pumps. This one's a Bosch 044, and this one's actually a AEM 380 liter per hour pump because the one Bosch that I had didn't work out of the box, and I couldn't find any more that I knew were legit. Like, you can go on Amazon and try and find a Bosch, but sometimes you'll be like, wow, a Bosch for 70 bucks? Yeah, it's fake. So anyway, this is basically AEM's like exact version of a Bosch 044 pump. So anyway, that's what this surge tank takes in these holes here. So I've got 2 of those. Inside the gas tank, I have a AEM 320 like lift pump, and I custom modified the fuel hat to accept AN lines. So basically the lift pump takes fuel out of the gas tank and pumps it through this line into the surge tank. Then these pumps pull it out of the surge tank, go into a Y here, making 2 -6s into a -8, and goes all the way up to the engine, and then comes through blah blah blah, and then comes back and returns into this -8 back into the surge tank, and then any overflow goes from the surge tank back into the gas tank. So the reason I wanted -8s because I just didn't want any kind of restriction. I didn't want a bottleneck basically. So I have Russell fuel filters and check valves, and then I have a -8 fuel filter underneath the car on the lines. So for fuel injectors, I have Injector Dynamics ID 2000 injectors. Can't really see them that great, but they're in there. And then I have -8 ORB fittings through here. My fuel pressure regulator is a Turbo Smart FPR 2000. I got the 2000 because it used -8s. So everything's -8. Feed into here, come out, goes out underneath the intake manifold, back up to here, gets regulated, and then returns down this way, down to a flex fuel sensor that's can't really see. But anyway, it's a GM flex fuel sensor. And then this line right here goes down to a fuel pressure sensor. You can see it right there. And that's pretty much my fuel system. So as far as my battery relocation goes, I relocated it because I put an intercooler piping through where it's supposed to be. And I used this Rockford Fosgate junction box right here, and used this heavy duty cable, and goes through the cockpit, I guess you can call it, and into the trunk. And then I have a positive terminal right here so I can hook stuff up that needs positive power in the engine bay. So let's go to the trunk and look at the battery. Alright, so in my trunk, this is my battery setup here. I've got a 200 amp circuit breaker back here that you can, click to cut off the power at any time. About a foot of cable here from the battery, and then the circuit breaker, and then that line right there runs through all the way up to the engine bay. And then I've got a Ray Ellis Designs RED battery hold down slash tie down, whatever you want to call it. And little kids are driving by on four-wheelers. But it's an Optimo red top. It's a 3478 red top battery, just kind of like your universal red top battery. And it's got, 800 cold cranking amps and 1,000 cranking amps, so it does everything I need. So this is my positive terminal, like distribution block type thing, and then you just got the main power that goes to the engine bay, and then I've got the positive wire here going over to my fuel system relay panel that I guess I forgot to mention during the fuel system part. But it goes to the 3 different pumps. I've got 3 relays, 3 self resetting circuit breakers instead of fuses. So then you can also see how I made that in a video in the previous series that I made. But I've got this pump running all the time. Or no, this pump running all the time. Can't remember which one it was. Anyway, one of these runs all the time, and then I have another one where the ground goes to the ECU, and the ECU, depending on whatever variables I set, will ground out that wire and then turn the pump on. So it's not running both pumps all the time to cut down on heat in the fuel system. So that's pretty cool, I think. Also, to go with the suspension, I've got these Strut tower bars. It's made by them. I don't even know if I can just get the thing in the camera. And then the front one is made by Nismo. It's a Nismo strut tower bar. You can kind of see it right here. I've had it powder coated though. So I forgot to talk about the rest of my exhaust. I said it was a 3-inch custom downpipe, deleted cat, and then it's an HKS Super Dragger catback. It's like 3.5 inches, but I made a muffler delete so I can take the muffler off and put my straight pipe on here. And this tip was made by Joe Simpson at Tempest Racing. It's titanium. It's pretty sweet. And here's the rest of the normal exhaust. This is the HKS Super Dragger. So I welded this V-band on so I can just take it off and on whenever I want. Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video and seeing everything that the car has been through and all the mods that have been done to it. Again, make sure you leave a comment below, be subscribed, and like the video to be entered into the giveaway. If you don't have an R32 or an RB engine that can use that harness, we can figure something out and get you like an R32 Initial D little matchbox type car, or just something cool like that, something JDM. But make sure you also check out the link for the lighter at Red Dot Laser Engraving. And if you want a sticker or a t-shirt, GoodeZilla, check out the links in the description below, and I guess we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.